My facilitator, how long are we waiting for so we can know when starts properly? Hello, Femi. How long are we waiting for? How many minutes are we giving others to join so we can start properly? It's very important, so don't waste
Okay, quickly, we'll just wait for 4 5 minutes. Waiting once we are like 10, I think we can just start up without waiting for some other persons. So before I kick off with turning over the host to Mr. Ogaga, I will I will quickly want to address us for one or two things, and that is the essence of which why, or let me say why we are here, why we have come together to acquire this basic knowledge. We are just four in number. Someone is in the waiting room, is being admitted to join us now, and the person will come in any moment from now. So we're just four in number. And there is a need for us to impact lives. And one thing is very, very sure. We cannot give what we do not have. We cannot give what we do not possess. There is no how we can do that. So for us to give out what we can do, for us to impact life, for us to make ourselves better, for us to realize ourselves, for us to communicate better, for us to change the lives of people, for us to change our orientation and the orientation of other people that are expecting much from us. There is a lot we need to do for ourselves. And that's the reason why we are here. This program is for 7 days, which is starting today by God's grace. We are going to finish up on Saturday next week. And after which, every one of us that we are going to be here faithfully will be certified. Our certification is endorsed by Stanbic IBTC, of which I am a staff. I work as an insurance advisor, and AHI. AHI is a non-governmental organization, Anchor Heritage Initiative, a non-governmental organization that is solely responsible for providing legal aid to the wrongly incarcerated people. So that is the reason why we are here. During the course of our program, we are going to look at several topics, of which self-reflection is the very first thing that we are looking at today. So I want us to brace ourselves as I give it to Mr. Ogaga to take it away from there. Thank you. God bless you. Hello, are you there?
Yeah. I'm fully with you.
So you can
Should we start right away, or should
yes,
we
sir.
still give
Yes, sir.
some time?
Uh, we
Because I know we have about over 60 something participants who register for this program.
yes,
But
that's
now,
true.
but now uh, we have about 3 or 4 persons who are readily available. But not.
We
Let me share my screen so we can
okay, sir.
start right away. Let me share my screen so we can start right away. Can we see my screen? Can we see my screen, guys? Am I audible enough?
Yes, you are audible. You are audible. I think at this moment I should just unmute everyone. So once you are being unmuted, please mute so that why we are doing all of this is because we don't want people's noise to interfere with the classes. So I will unmute everyone, and every other person that is joining us will automatically get into the class unmuted. So once you notice that there is noise in your place, please, for heaven's sake, you can just mute on your hand, except you have a question to ask. Thank you very much.
Okay, give me a minute. Give me a minute so I can see how to share the screen. If it's not possible, I'll share the documents with everyone after the training.
No
But
problem.
let's understand, it's gonna be an interactive section. I won't be the one talking. My name remains Ogagaoghene Udubrae, and I'll be the first the guest for today. And I assure you that we won't be living here the same way we came here today. So I'll be trying to share my screen, but if it doesn't reflect, because I think it's I'm getting a notification to say only hosts can share. Only hosts can share this meeting, but that is fine. Uh, host, if it's possible for you to give me
You have,
the permission
yes,
to actually share my screen.
yes, please. Yes, please. Granted,
Okay,
sir.
thank you. So, Femi, I'm still saying not supported document type, but let's go ahead with what we have.
Okay.
Good evening for the
I
guys
have.
who are just joined.
Hello, sir.
Okay,
I
fine.
have.
You can share the screen while I
Okay.
present. That is fine
All
by
right. All
me.
right.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
good. Thank you very much, sir. It's very important for us to share the screen so that people can go along with what we're discussing. It makes it more entertaining when people ask questions because they are seeing what they're asking about. So, Fabi, you're the one we're waiting for. If you have any challenges, let us know so I can know
Oh, apologies,
the
sir. You can
information.
go ahead. I'm sending it to my mail so that I can flash it.
Okay, that is fine.
You can go
Okay.
ahead, sir. You
Good
can go
evening.
ahead, sir.
Yeah.
You can
Okay.
go ahead.
Good evening, all. My name remains my urban name remains Udubrae Ogagaoghene, a senior business manager with Clan Africa, uh, and I'm honored to be in your midst. It's an opportunity for me to be the first facilitator for the 7 days program on leadership catalyst academy that is actually starting today. I'm very, very honored, and it's my pleasure to be with you guys to share my little knowledge on leadership, because based on experience, I've been in the finance uh, sector for the past 13 years, and I want to share a little on what I know. So today we'll be talking about self-reflection as related to leadership. Self-reflection as related to leadership. Sorry, as I mentioned earlier, I'm on transit, but it's not going to affect the knowledge we're going to be sharing today, because it will be an interactive session. So I'll be doing the talking, but you'll be doing the corresponding. You'll be relating to me, so that it will be more entertaining and more of a shared knowledge. I don't have the monopoly of knowledge. So what I'm sharing today, you also give me an insight to what you feel is not right about what I'm going to talk about. So we can learn together. It's a simultaneous relationship. So the first thing, we'll look at the objective of the, the essence of leadership through self reflection for the best outcome. You understand? Essence of leadership through self-reflection for the best outcome in any organization you find yourself. So now, as a leader, you should be able to reflect on yourself and understand the possible outcome in terms of leadership. Now, the first one is understanding the importance of self-reflection in leadership development. Now, what does it mean to be a leader? That should be I know that is the question that is on each and every one of us' mind. What's the meaning of a leader? What does it mean to be a leader? The word leadership, what does it mean? Now we are being we are being told that the first thing for the first criteria to be self-conscious and to reflect on our mental mind is the understanding of the importance of self-reflection in leadership development. I'll give you a practical illustration. When I joined my current company, Clan Africa, and that was the first time I was made, I was added to the management team as a leader, as a business manager. I'll be honest with you guys, I was very confused to the point that I underrated myself to say, okay, is it possible for me to actually meet up to the expectation? Because of my life, before I joined Clan Africa, I've been a team lead. I don't know what it means to be a manager, but my current COO saw in me what I didn't even see in me. Now, in you, when we talk about self-reflection, in you, do you see yourself as someone who is capable of holding a position and smashing it to the point of delivering to the point of delivering value? Is very important. As leader, you must see yourself first before you can even decide to say, I want to lead. You must see yourself first as someone who can deliver value. Most of us, we get the opportunity to lead, but we freak out because we are scared, because we believe that we cannot lead to the proportion of what is given to us. we'll look at the portfolio and say, Southern Africa is telling me to deliver 1 billion monthly. Yes, that's what we deliver in Southern Africa on a monthly basis. I'm the senior business manager for sales and growth team. And what's my sales guys? I had about 45 sales executives. And on a monthly basis, the target for the team is about a 1 billion. Yes, we've not hit that 1 billion on a monthly basis. But what have we done? The minimum we've done in time past for the 2 years, 5 months I've been in Clan Africa, the least we've done is 700 million. It's achievable. Now, if an organization is setting a target and a goal for you, they are not telling you to meet the goal. So now you should understand that the organization has marked up the expectation and say, okay, fine, what we want for you to do, what we want you to do is to reach 1 billion. But worst case scenario, you must do at least in their mind, they know that you cannot do that 1 billion, but they know that you should be able to do 500 million out of that 1 billion. So they will give you 100% of the expectation. But in realization, the organization is expecting you to do 50%. So back to back in Clan Africa since 2021 that I've joined Clan Africa in November. I told you earlier that I've joined Clan Africa since 2021. That's 2 years, 5 months. The least we've done, least, is 700 million out of the 1 billion target we've been giving on a monthly basis. So the amount we do 800 million, 950, 980, but we've never clocked 1 billion. Is that a failure? No. Then what is the catalyst behind the results? Is because of the leadership style I've employed as a senior business manager in the organization. Now, when I joined Clan Africa, I understood that I cannot drive this alone. I can't drive this alone. That is the importance of understanding that is the importance of this first point. Understanding the importance of self-reflection in leadership development. I had a self-reflection. I understood that yes, Ogaga, you cannot do this alone. You need your foot soldiers. I had to recruit business managers and divided the team of 45 sales staff among the 45 sales managers. You cannot do everything alone as a leader. You need people who will be your eyes on the field. You need people who will be your eyes on the field. You cannot do everything alone as a leader. So you have to delegate responsibilities for others to be there, to be your spokesperson. Let's get that first. I actually needed to stress on this so that even if after the whole talk we have today, you don't get another thing. This particular point is very key to me. That is my driving force. That is my punchline in any place I go to. I cannot do it alone. I need drivers, full soldiers to make sure I get results. If you want to get results on your own, you will fail. That's the truth. You need full soldiers to drive and execute the job for you. All they need to do is report to you on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, or on a daily basis, depending on how you think you can achieve your results. Now, second point is the importance of self-awareness in decision making, communication, and relationship building. It's not far-fetched. I understood that the impact of my self-awareness in the organization I found myself is that I cannot do it alone. I need people that will be loyal to me. As a leader, you need people that will be loyal to you. You don't need people that will cause your downfall. When I got to Clan Africa in 2021, it took me 2 months before I could select those who will work with me. Sorry, guys. Hope you can hear me, guys. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can
Loud
hear
and
you.
clear.
Oh, that is perfect. Thank you. When I got to Clan Africa in 2021, it took me 2 months to select my team. And not because I don't want to pick them immediately, but I need to understand when you go to a new organization or a new setting, you should understand that that position you are occupying, there are people who feel entitled that they should be the one there because they've been in the organization long before you joined. I got to Clan Africa in 2021. There are people who have been there since 2018 and they were still sales executives. So why should they employ me as a business manager? Why am I important? Who am I? What do I have that they don't have? Is experience. But that does not mean that I'll just rashly pick anybody. Yes, when I got to Clan Africa, they were introducing top performers to me. Yes, I know. That will be the danger. That is a red flag to me at the starting point. I took my time. 2 months after, I understudied everybody's performance. Apart from that, I try to understudy everybody's character. Character is key. Evening, how are you? Character is key. Live performance. Yes, we have people who smash 100%, 150% of their targets on a monthly basis. But once the character does not conform to what you want, they will drag you down as a leader. My MD at the time and the CEO was telling me, Ogaga, what's going on? You've not picked your team. This team is not looking structured. I say, give me some time. I need to understudy these people. I need to understand what I'm going into before I can say, okay, yes, these are the set of leaders I want. By the second month, I picked those who they thought were rookies. And before God and man, those who they thought were rookies are my best players today. When I talk about Nusa Izibigwe, we talk about Bolaji Shodimu, they were not performing. Now, you as a person in an organization, you need to also understudy the leadership style of your manager. If your manager is not forthcoming, if it's not imparting on you as a person, you need to escalate. The, the problem is that most of us are scared to speak out because we think we'll be wish haunted from back end or from the higher ups. The truth is that if you don't speak up, your MD, your CEO, your COO will not even know what's going on in the organization. You need to speak up as a manager in the organization. Speak up so that the organization you are in does not die. It's very important. It's very important. So the essence of this is when we talk about the impact of self-awareness in decision making, we are all encompassed in decision making that we do, both the high ups or the lower down. We are all inclusive in decision making. So that's why I say you should speak up in decision making. Now let's go to third point. Exploring different self-reflection exercise. Personally, I go to the gym. I relax a lot. After a day's job, when I think my brain wants to explode, I drink beer. I'm not a very righteous person. Forgive me for that. But I'm not a very righteous person. When I take 2, 3, 4 bottles, it seems as though my nerves are calmed. And I think clearly. You prioritize what is workable for you as a person. As a person, prioritize what works for you best. What do you do best? What is it that gives you self-peace? Do it. That is exploring the different self-reflection exercise. I won't talk much on this. before I say I'm a bad person, I want to influence you. No, I won't influence you. But what calms my nerves after a very stressful day is that I go to the beer parlor close to my house and I drink to my limit and I walk home and sleep peacefully. Prioritize what works for you. A lot of people go to the gym, a lot of people talk to others, a lot of people listen to music, people play game, or some people go to the movies. What works for you best is what you prioritize. Now, introducing different methods of self-reflection. Some people look at journaling, guided reflection prompts, and mindfulness practice. Forget the big English, it's very ambiguous. Forget English, it's very ambiguous. This point is also related to the last point I just spoke about. What works for you? If you go to the movies, does it make you calm? Does it improve your performance as a person, as an individual? Does it make you think well and broaden your horizon in terms of performance? You should harness that. It's very key. Now, the next point is effectively integrating self-reflection into mentorship program. Yes, I can tell you categorically that I have about 4 persons. I'm not old in the industry. As I said earlier, this is my 13th year in financial in the financial sector. I have proud 4 persons who can say yes, Ogaga, mentor me. I want to learn from you, your leadership style. I can be very aggressive when I'm not performing. Yes, I can. I'm very aggressive when I'm not performing. But at the end of the day, will you perform? Yes. Will there be results? Yes, there will be results. There will be mad results. Will you be grateful for the fact that you worked under my leadership? Yes. Because apart from the fact that you are acquiring knowledge, your finances also will skyrocket because of promotions or recognitions or bonuses you get. So we should also factor that in mind. You should pick someone who has made tremendous progress in their sector, be it the oil and gas, be it the banking industry, be it anywhere. Pick someone that you know that is a good leader and you can learn from. We all need mentors in all industry. Now, providing strategies for incorporating self-reflection, regular meetings, and fostering open dialogue. The facilitator today knows me. On a daily basis, I give him assignments. We used to be we used to be schoolmates back in the university. I'm the alumni president in Lagos State, but he is my head of media for the alumni. I cannot be a leader without getting assignments. Ask him, I call him on a daily basis. I say, Kai, this is what I want. This is what you must do. I need it for us to progress. I cannot pilot the ship alone. So, as a leader, you must be open to dialogue. Every decision I've given to him are not right. So, he directs my path. I also instruct him what to do. We need each other to grow. That's the most important thing. Now, let's go to the next slide. What is self-reflection? Reflection. I won't waste time on this. Self-reflection is the process of purposefully contemplating one's thoughts, feelings, experience, and action. It involves stepping, it involves stepping back from the hustle and bustle of the daily life to introspectively examine oneself. As a leader, You must examine yourself. As a leader, if you don't examine yourself, you cannot lead properly. If you cannot lead properly, then what is the purpose of calling yourself a leader? Now, 5 Ks of to 5 key components of a leader. One, you must be self-aware. That is awareness. You must be self-aware that yes, let me say paging, sorry, permit me. Now me they here. Now me they lead the crowd. You cannot have 10 persons under you. I have 45 persons under me. Every day I'm self-aware. When I wake up by 6 a.m. or 5:30 a.m. to go to work, I'm aware that yes, I have 45 people who report to me on a daily basis. And that gives me the mindset to say, Ogaga, be rest assured, you'll be stressed for the full day. You'll be stressed for the whole day because 45 persons must call you today. And they're not just calling you one time, they're calling you at multiple intervals. So you have to have that self-awareness. Secondly, inquiry. As a leader, you must improve on yourself. You must improve on yourself. Does it make sense? Okay, now let's use the financial sector where I work as an instance. I work in the financial sector. Now, how does this sound that my staff is calling me to say, oh, Gaga, I heard Rosabon or Rare Money is giving a lower discount rate. I'll look stupid. I should be informed. I should have made that inquiry long before they even called me. I should be the one to disseminate that information to them and say, Rosabon is doing X and Y rates now. Look at how you can penetrate the market with our current rate, even if it's higher. We need to be self-aware as a leader. Now, you have to evaluate your competitors. As a leader, you must evaluate your competitors. What are your competitors doing better than you? How can I talk to my staff and keep their morale high as a leader? Yes, I know that my competitors' rate is lower. The requirements for loan facility is lower, or the account opening is actually lower. How do I stand the test of time with my competitors? They are from your foot soldiers. Your foot soldiers must be ready and equally armed with information coming directly from you. You don't need them to come to you to give you information. You need to be the one to destinate that information to them. It's very prominent. It's very important. Constant learning. That's number 4th point. You must be learning. Yes, I did my master's in 2019 in management science after I graduated from my BSc. But after my master's, I realized that master's does not hold it because when I joined Clan, I realized that my master's was a bullshit. Yes, everybody in my company that I know of that are in the management position are master's holder. Apart from that, they have other degrees and professional certification that they have. And I don't have at that point. I'll tell myself, guy, you have to go back to do some professional courses. I want to do risk management. I went back again to do project management. They are not cheap. See, if you are improving on your self-awareness in terms of learning, you must spend money. That is the value added. Money is involved. I spent a lot to acquire 2 certifications. I'm not even tired. I'm thinking about learning on underwriting processes and risk analysis. You need to improve yourself as a leader. You need to learn on a daily basis. Now, the 5th one is adaptation. After you finish learning, how do you implement it? How does your organization get adapted to the lessons you've acquired through your process. You need to learn on a daily basis. You need to learn. As a leader, you must learn. As a leader, you must learn. You cannot say I'm a leader and you are not learning. Then your downliners are making progress. They're more aware than you on the same job. It makes yourself, you are making yourself exposed and non-effective on the long run. Because trust me, there are politics in organization. Name any organization. There's politics in every organization. Those your downliners that you think you are their boss will overtake you in no time. Please, okay, thank you very much, Femi. Type of self-reflection. I'm very quick with this. Now, we have two types of self-reflection, journaling and guided reflection prompts. For the journaling, we have capture thoughts and emotions. Your brain is working on a 247 basis. Your brain is working on a 247 basis. You must guide your thoughts, positive thinking, positive mentality. How do I improve myself? Those are guided thoughts. Now, on your emotion, you must train your emotion to be calm, to be loving, to be embracing, and to be all encompassing, regardless of the pressure you are facing. You must accept that as a leader. You must be smiling every time. It's not on the slide. That doesn't mean that you are a fool. It does not mean that you're a fool. The fact that you are you are very open to dialogue does not mean that you're a fool. Now, processing experience. Your experience will count. Experience, you cannot underrate experience as a leader. You cannot underrate experience. On a daily basis, I ask my guys, okay, you took this staff loan to do this course. Okay, what have you gathered from the course? What are your experience? I did still experience it. I still experience for my staff. By the time they come, they break down, they know that I'm a very detailed person. They will tell me, oh, these are what I learned. In my retentive memory, I'm jotting down things. I'll go back again, I'll Google a lot about that course, and I'm learning ahead of them. If I don't even have the funds to even do the program, you must learn from people. You must process a lot of experience from people around you. You don't need to even go to pay for the program. If you are smart enough, you will gather experience for people who have spent money to go and do the course. It's very important. Identifying patterns. There are a lot of patterns in the industry, regardless of the industry you find yourself in. Be it the entertainment industry, be it the finance industry, be it the oil and gas, be it anywhere. There are patterns to these industries. You must understand which one works for you. You must understand which one works for you. The most prominent pattern in every industry is the pattern of politics. You cannot say, no, God will fight for me. I will grow when I want to grow. People are seeing me. God is seeing me. Yes, God is seeing you. But what have you done as a person? Identify your own pattern, your strategy to advance. Setting goals and intention. I don't need to tell you. I always tell my guys, my sales guys, as the salesperson, on a daily basis, you must set your goals. Yes, my target for this month is 25 million. How do I intend to get 25 million or surpass my target to get bonuses, to get compensation? You must be self-aware in every industry you have because there are KPIs. There are key performance index to every job given to you because the employer knows that, yes, if you don't give you your KPI, you cannot perform. You'll be very redundant. Now, how do you set your goals and objectives and your intention to ensure that the organization grows? and you as a person also grow. You need to increase your portfolio size as a salesperson. I'm speaking as a salesperson. Now, problem solving. You have a merchant. Let me use my financial sector as an instance. You have a merchant that is always disturbing you. Ah, they debited me today. They did me yesterday. I want my money back. How do you resolve the issues without disturbing the higher ups? It will give you, it will give you more recognition as a person. It will give you more recognition and respect that Ogaga does not even disturb me. Anytime I ask issues, he always resolve it himself. You need to know as a person, you should be able to solve your problem by yourself without disturbing anybody. Now, we also look at self-experience. As a person, you must have experience. You cannot go into any industry without experience. Even if you join the organization without experience, you must improve on yourself. You must improve on yourself. You must learn from your colleague, learn from your boss, learn from the process, learn from the industry. It's key. It's key. I won't talk much on that. Now, we also look at drastic process. Anytime you get any tips or you get any recognition from your boss, you must be grateful. You must be grateful. You must be able to give compliments to your bosses. It's key. We all love we love people to rub our ego as bosses. You must be able to give compliments to your bosses so that they will feel like, oh, that me they're in charge. I'm in charge of this organization. This girl knew that yes, this thing she got, or that thing he got, she didn't get it, or he didn't get it based on his self way. People like to be to be appreciated. Rub their ego as a person. You need to do that. Tracking process. You need to have a track record of what you've been doing over time. In January, I did 8 million. My target was 24 million. In February, I did 19 million. Okay, I grew from 8 million to 19 million. Oh, that is fine. You have to, in March, I did 24 million. That's my target. Oh, perfect. I hit my target. In April, currently, April has not ended. I've done 26 million. The essence of tracking your progress is to know how far you are growing in the industry. How am I doing? Am I progressing or am I stagnant? Am I being rewarded or am I being disregarded as an employee? You must track your process. That's why in sales, I always tell my guys, you what is called, you must have what you call the sales call book. You must be able to track your record on a daily basis, on a monthly basis, on a weekly basis. It's very important. Now, the last one on this self-awareness. Are you aware of the industry you find yourself? Are you making progress in the industry you find yourself? What is your progress rate? Are you okay? Are you satisfied? Do you want to go higher? It's very key. Now, the guided reflection prompts personal growth and development. I don't need to emphasize on that. Personally, on a daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis, you must you must ensure they are growing. Emotional awareness. How do you relate with your colleagues in the organization? In an organization, yes, I had this, he's doing better than me. Am I envious of him? Or am I partnering with him to be better? It's very key. You need partnership in an organization. Relationship and communication is very key. How do I relate to people in my organization? Do they see me as a bully? Do they see me as a very lovely person? Do they see me as a snob? All those matters. If you are a lovely person, you are good to go. Believe me. The fact that you are lovely does not mean you are stupid. It's because you are self-aware of what you are doing. Self-care and well-being. If you are sick in an organization, how do you take care of yourself? Well-being, do you take your leave seriously? We have leave we have annual leave. How often do you take your leave in an organization? Take it. Take your leave regularly. Values and benefits. Yes, we spoke about self goals and intention. If you're able to meet your self goals and intention, you should be able to proudly negotiate your value and your benefits. I joined the organization in 2024 I joined the organization in 2021 as a business manager. Now, this is 2024. My salary has not been increased. Please, looking at my track record over time, I want you to increase my salary to X amount. Dictate what you want. They will fall for you. Don't be scared to negotiate. Don't don't be scared to negotiate. I think I'm taking a lot of time, but I'll be very quick with this. Gratitude and perspective. You should be grateful to your higher ups, your leaders, your management. Be grateful for them. When they promote you, be grateful. Show appreciation. Let the whole company know that yes, you have been promoted. Let them know that yes, Ogaga, my effort has been seen. Let them be proud as leaders. Future planning and aspiration. You cannot be in the current organization you find yourself. You need to upgrade yourself. Or you also need to be an employer of labor of the organization. I won't speak much on that, so it doesn't seem as though I want to poach you from your company to go and start your company. But your aspiration should not be limited to the fact that you are earning 1.6 million or you are earning 2 million where you are currently. You should aspire to be an employer of labor. I'll leave that one to you to reflect on. So we have the feedback and self-assessment. Please, my facilitator, I want everyone to have this slide at the end of the day so that they'll be able to go through it after this stuff. I know that I have limited time. I still have about 2 slides to go or 3 slides. Now, the first thing about feedback and self-assessment is periodic feedback through either questionnaires or appraisals. So now, as a leader, you don't even need questionnaires. You need to give your staff appraisal quarterly, weekly, half yearly appraisal. Let them give you feedback based on your leadership style. That will make you know what you are doing as a leader. Now, the SWOT analysis. This is the part I love most. You must recognize your strength as a leader. You must recognize your weakness as a leader. You must see the opportunities as a leader. And you must see the strength as a leader. Now, I'll break it on in very briefly. The strength as a leader, yes, you have a team of 45, like I said earlier. Out of the team of 45, how many of them are making progress? Out of 45, maybe 35 are making progress. Be proud of yourself. 10 are not making progress. Put them on PIP, performance improvement program. Let them go and there. Let them go there to go and improve themselves. Prorate their salary as a leader. There's no sentiment in the job. Whoever is not doing well, it's either you sack or put them on performance improvement program. They're going to be improving themselves. Those who are doing well, increase their salary. That is the carrot and stick approach. Weakness. As a leader, are you too emotional? Do you think about what people will say? Don't think about what people will say. You need to work on yourself. As a leader, you need to work on yourself. You need to be aware. Opportunities. As a leader, yes, where you are, they are paying you 2.7 million. Where you are, they are paying 1.5 million or they are paying 1.1 million. If there are new opportunities, don't die here. Don't die there. Leave. There's no emotion in business. If in your business product, there are no opportunities in market, let your employer of labor know that yes, there are no opportunities. So I want us to introduce this X and Y product so that we can benefit from the product that is in the market, which is new. It's very important. That is why opportunity is very important. Threats in your organization. If you have someone who you think or your subconsciousness telling you that this person won't take my position, Oga, act. Act fast. Or there's another company that's competing with you guys, and their rate, maybe your company is giving 4.5%, and their company is giving 2.5%. That is a threat. That is a threat. Discuss with your management, discuss with your higher ups, and see how you can bring down the rate for organization or best possible opinion for your company to also grow. Pari passu with them is very important. Be mindful in your organization. Mindfulness practices, meditation as a person, you need to meditate. Deep breathing. That's why they say, let the poor breathe. Let me use Brother Tinubu adage. Let the poor breathe. On a monthly, on a weekly basis, you need to examine your self-being because you are stressed. As a leader, you will be stressed monthly, weekly. Do check up, go to the hospital, go and scan yourself. You need to scan yourself. Now, the importance of self-reflection in leadership. As a leader, it leads to better understanding of strength, weakness, value, and motivation. Just like the SWOT analysis. Just like SWOT analysis is very important. You need to analyze yourself. It enables leaders to identify areas of growth and development. If you don't do periodic analysis on yourself, you cannot know where you will grow. Now, it enhances emotional intelligence and empathy. You should be able to know when your staff say, I'm sick, okay, take your sick leave. I'm not feeling okay. You should be able to know when to give reasonable decision to your staffs. It's very important. Now, benefit of self-reflection. Through leading by example, because as a leader, you cannot lead by example if you don't practice it. You cannot lead by example if you don't practice it. You must practice being a leader. Like my company, I set targets for everybody and I gave myself the highest target. On a monthly basis, I do 100 million as my personal target. And my business manager do 40 million. As a leader, I must be able to ensure that that 100 million is achieved. I'm not being judged by target or performance. I'm not being judged by my target or performance, but I'm being judged by my staff's performance and targets. As a leader, you say I should tell you, have you done it before? You should be able to lead by example. Now, insights are gained through your own leadership potential and areas of improvement. If I can do it, you can do it. That is insights. I won't say much on that. If I, as Ogaga, can do it, you should be able to do it as an individual. You should be able to deliver as an individual. You should be able to build trust, rapport, and foster a supportive leading and learning environment with your staff. Don't make the process too rigid. Let people be able to approach you. There should be a rapport. There should be a rapport. Being a leader means you are also a follower. You are also an obedient servant to the process. I will end the lecture on this. Thank you very much, everyone. I appreciate your time. I appreciate the fact that everybody is here to the end of the whole program. Thank you. And thank you, Femi, for having me today. I appreciate it. It's an honor.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I want to appreciate everyone that has waited till the end of the program. I say God bless you. Thank you very much. We have come to the end of today's session. I just want us to have this 9 o'clock on the dot, like a 10 minutes question. If you have a question you want to ask, but before then, let me give us a summary of what we have talked about. We have actually talked about reflection as a leader. It is important for you to reflect and ask questions. What am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? Just like our facilitators have said today, what is that particular thing that I'm supposed to do? You are not supposed to get yourself choked up with work. You're supposed to have a alone time to yourself, a alone time where you'll be able to figure out what is the next thing for me. It's not about you working, it's not about you aiming at getting money at all times. As a leader and a mentor, you are to aim at impacting lives. When you impact life, you have a lot of footprints in the life of people. So what is that thing? So the essence of this program, like I said in the beginning, is for us to rediscover ourselves. It's for us to get that leadership trait in ourselves. It's for us to build our mentorship skill, for us to be able to solve problems of people. So before we go tonight, this is 9:01 already. So before we go tonight, I want us to ask, we have a question for our facilitator. I have this class recorded. Just as he has instructed, I will send the recordings of the class to everyone. Okay, Regina one, I've seen your signification. I will get back to you. You ask your question, and what's it called? Just as he has instructed also, I will send the slide to every one of us so that we can go through it. And at the end of this class, there is going to be an ebook. The ebook, excuse me, the ebook will be from the beginning of this class, which is today, till Friday. Saturday is for our everybody that we mini or a virtual party that will be together, then we'll present certificates. There are going to be a panel. Tomorrow, I promise you, is going to be a beautiful time with Dr. Sandra. Dr. Sandra is coming, and Dr. Sandra is a PhD holder that majors on communication. Just like we have enriched ourselves from today's lecture, the facilitator for today is a very good friend and a boss for me. He has mentored. I sincerely apologize for that. Can everybody hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. So if there is any question you want to, I don't know where I stopped, but I'll just pick it up from there. If there's any question you have in mind, you can ask now. Regina one, please, I beg of you, you can unmute yourself and ask your question.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Richard. I must appreciate Mr. Ogaga. Sorry, I cannot pronounce that name in full because it's one of the names that could cut someone's tongue.
You got it perfectly. You got it perfectly, Oga.
It's a long one, and I know if I should go into it, I will end up having some time. I appreciate your impactful lectures on leadership. But, I want to ask I know you took us on the financial sector a lot. We look also at the angle of leadership as maybe a uniform personnel. One of the attributes you mentioned there for you to be able to carry your subject along or feel a kind of empathy and to be able to lead as a leader. You mentioned something like smile, you should have put on an amiable face, like kind of. And this thing does not really relate when it comes to uniform agency. it might be seen as a weakness on the part of that leader. Now, how do we reconcile this for maybe paramilitary or military setup?
Okay, thank you, Regina. I love this question. I love this question from the depth of my heart because I've dealt with leaders in the paramilitary. In the army, I have a general, Brigadier General Florence Gang is my client. I have my uncle is a major in the army, Major General Omo retired. I also have Okpobrisi, is also a brigadier general. Forget the uniform. What people want to see is your personality. When it comes, you should be able to differentiate the job from your personal life. Your personal life does not need to be very strict and stringent. But when it comes to the job, you need to be very detailed and be instructive. You don't need to be very wicked. Looking aggressive, looking wicked, looking angry does not bring the job. If you want an effective and well-delivered job at the end of the day, your presentation as a leader, you don't need to put up the front of, no, I'm wicked, no, or I'm very serious, so that weird face, you don't need it. When I relate with Brigadier General Florence Gang, I enjoy our conversation. She tells me, my son, no, the perception of the military is not what it seems like. So as a paramilitary or as a military personnel, you should also understand that there is time for everything. Like Ecclesiastes 3 said, there is time for everything. A time to laugh and a time to mourn. A time to do everything. There is time for everything. There is time for your job. And if you are not getting results, you need to make sure your subordinates comply to their processes. Their process and their standards. If you're not doing the process, if you're not giving me the start that the organization has given or has laid down, I will give you your query. Forget the fact that I'm laughing with you. Forget the fact that I'm looking very soft. I do that a lot in my office. I will laugh with you when I'm giving instructions. As a senior business manager, I will laugh with you. At the end of the day, when I give you a time frame for a job, and you don't give me that result. So collect query. So we should separate job, work from leisure. We should separate work from our personal lifestyle. That is why we have a course that I believe Femi should be able to do later. Work, family, there should be work, leisure balance. There should be work, leisure balance. I would love to do that lecture if Femi comes up with that again. I'll be available to do that. They separate your work from your personal lifestyle. The fact that I'm laughing with you while giving instruction at work does not mean I'm stupid. If you misbehave, the first question I'm giving you is to make you sit up. The second question I'm giving you is to make you know that yes, you stepped on the line. Then the third question I'm giving you, they are out of the job.
All right, thank you
Others
very
will
much.
never. Thank you. Regina, I hope you understand that.
Very well. Perfect. Perfect.
Thank you very
I'm
much.
good with it.
Thank you
Thank
very
you very
much.
much.
And Regina, I want to believe that he has been able to answer your question. If there are further questions you want on this, for as many as possible, as many participants that have registered themselves for this program, we have the facilitators. We are going to split them under each facilitators where they will pick them up as mentors. When they have questions, they'll be able to relate with them at will. It could be spiritual, sexual, whatsoever. Okay, I'm seeing you, Mr. Dosky. I will give you the name, the platform. So if we have questions, we have any thing that is not clear to us pertaining what we are doing, we'll be able to
If
ask
they
questions.
have objection to what I've said, let them say. Femi, if they have objection, maybe what I say does not conform with their personal belief, they should also ask.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. So MC Doki, you can have the floor now. Please, in 2 minutes, so we can round up and prepare for tomorrow.
All right, good evening, all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
My name is MC Doski. Mr. Ogaga, thank you very much. Now, 7-Up. You know me as 7-Up in school. All right, my question is this. All right, my question is this. Like for someone like us, we're in entertainment, I have sometimes you go and meet some clients. You people agree, and all of a sudden they differ. In fact, we've had events where I was asked to plan, but at the end of the day, I was the one trying to set you up with the money. Yes, they paid upfront, but at some point there was a place of 60%, and at the end of the day, they didn't show up with the other balance. Now, what do we do? And secondly, how do we balance that? Because you're talking about smiles being free. I have a friend, she's into the fashion line. Not once, not twice. In fact, there's one she called me and I just said, okay, I didn't answer her because I knew but that was last week, Thursday. So I was hoping for this class, hopefully with such questions. In case like people who are in fashion, who clients will open, you will have the voice record. Clients will tell you this is what they want, this is of clothes they want. When they now come in your front, even when you play the audio, they'll be denying. And most times, we people in business, we're always looking at maintaining that customer relationship. So, Ogaga, please, how do we manage something like this? Issues.
So, audio does not have, I love this question because I've been a victim of this before. I breed dogs as a side hustle. I'm a fan of dog. I breed Rottweilers. Now, audio does not have does not have facial recognition. You can play the audio. I can come to the calls when someone me to calls, and I will change my voice. It will not tally with the voice on the audio. I always tell people, when you are going into business, there's something TG Jakes said. Business should be there shouldn't be sentiment in business. Separate sentiments from business. Be it family, be it close friends, be it acquaintance, or be it enemies. Separate sentiment from business. Now, for a business partnership, let there be a written agreement. That signature should be on it. You cannot deny your signature. There are different ways we can root out your signature, even if you want to deny it. We can go to your bank and summon the bank to give us a signed signature. You can go to your working place and some of us work your signature. Let there be a written signature where you, as the producer or the producer of the product and the receiver of the product, sign. That one puts fear in their mind first because they take you serious. You also need to make your business structured. If your business is not structured as an individual, then you are a joker. I don't joke with that. Jesse was here earlier. He knows me. If I'm having an agreement with you, forget, even if we are sitting in a beer parlor or we are sitting in a lounge, he knows I don't want to relate with you as a personal person. Yes, we could be friends. The court will not recognize your voice messages or your voice notes. So now, for the entertainment industry, I cannot have an understanding with you and say, yes, I'll pay 60% now, then 40% at the completion of the job without a written document. There should be an offer letter or there should be an agreement document placed out so that I can sign. You also sign. That is my authority to carry you to any length and collect my full pay for the sacrifice I've done for you. Is that okay, 7up?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. So that is the brief I can say on that. Have your documentation right. There is no sentiment in business. Keep that in mind. No sentiment in business. Family, friends, acquaintance, or enemies. No sentiment in business. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. We appreciate your effort. Thank you very much. We do not have the monopoly of time, so we will not be entertaining any further question at the moment. So please, I want to beg of you, prepare your mindset for tomorrow's class where we'll talk about communication and emotional intelligence. So get yourself prepared so that tomorrow you have a beautiful time with the facilitator, Dr. Sandra, that is coming. I wish us a wonderful night rest. God bless you. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Good night.
Tell
Thank you, Mr.
sorry
Richard.
to cut you short. Sorry to cut you short.
Yes, sir.
If there are other questions they want to ask that they cannot freely ask here,
Okay.
they can send it to you.
Okay.
I will personally respond to it and I'll send
Okay.
to you. So you
That
can
is
forward.
beautiful. That is
I'm
beautiful.
very thank you.
No problem. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you, everyone.
Thank you.
I feel honored to be the host or the facilitator. I'm very honored.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate everything you've done. God bless you.
Cheers.
All right. Chris Ugo, are you there?
Yes, I'm there. I'm only appreciating the facilitator, Mr. Gaga.
You're welcome, sir.
It was indeed
Miss
an
Sylvia,
interesting
are you
class.
there? Gift 1 are you there?
I'm here, please.
All right. Thank you very much. See you all tomorrow.
All right.
Odekunle
Thank you.
Folashade, are you there? All right. See you tomorrow. Good night.
All right. Nice. Thank you.
Good night, guys.